Do you feel like there have been a lot of large magnitude and devastating earthquakes happening all around the world recently? This footage is from the magnitude 7.7 earthquake that occurred in Indonesia last Saturday. And this video is from June 24th in Venezuela, where two magnitude 7.2 and 7.5 earthquakes shook the country. So is this year a much more active year for earthquakes compared to normal? If we look at how many earthquakes have occurred in 2026 that have had a greater magnitude than 7, there have been 11 so far. So when these earthquakes are plotted on a map, you can see that they actually do tend to follow a pattern. Most of them are located along the Pacific Ring of Fire. And we know that this is a very active region for earthquakes. So is the quantity of 11 earthquakes unusual in comparison to other years and what we'd expect to see normally? For magnitudes between 7.0 and 7.9, we would expect to see 15 per average per year. So the quantity of 11 so far is not actually unusual. I have a question for you. Can you tell me what was the largest magnitude earthquake that occurred last year and where did this earthquake occur? The answer was the magnitude 8.8 Kamchatka Peninsula earthquake off of Russia. This earthquake released nearly 45 times more seismic energy than the magnitude 7.7 Indonesian earthquake. But can you actually remember this earthquake happening? If you didn't remember the Kamchatka earthquake, you're not alone. It's not surprising, as this earthquake hit a very sparsely populated area, so there was not very many casualties or buildings destroyed and not very many social media videos being posted then. And even though it was 45 times more powerful than the Indonesian earthquake, we just don't see those dramatic videos. And as a result, we don't tend to remember that earthquake, even though it was a really historically large magnitude, joint sixth in the world earthquake. So to conclude, no, it is actually not unusual that there was 11 magnitude 7 plus earthquakes that have occurred globally. But what is really sad and what does make it memorable is that there has been so many fatalities and so much infrastructure damaged around the world.